Okay, so today's question is quite an interesting one. There's a few different ideas here. How can we stop companies from using slaves to make their products? Okay, now slaves are not legal. You can't do it. It's wrong, but people do it. So we can't just say, make it illegal. Because it's already illegal, companies just carry on with it. So how else can we stop them if that just saying it's illegal, if that's not going to work, what do we do?
I think companies which use slaves need to go out of business once they got discovered. And the owners of these companies and whoever that allows slavery to happen need to be punished by law harshly. What do you think, Pat?
Well, yeah, I completely agree. And the idea in our article is good. People, ordinary people like me and Elsie, we stop buying things from a company until they either change what they do or they go out of business. Now, there is a word for this kind of idea, and it's called a boycott, B-O-Y-C-O-T-T, boycott. Now, this can be a noun, a boycott, or a verb, you boycott something.
Yes, we should boycott, 联合抵制, the products made by those companies.
Yeah, that happened in Taiwan, didn't it, a few years ago?
We say no together to them.
Yeah, the dirty oil and the bad products. People said, I'm not going to buy that stuff. So that was a boycott.
像之前黑心油就是一个很好的例子. However, how do we discover the companies that are using slaves?
Well, this is where the reporters and the journalists come in. They find out the truth and they report it. A similar thing happened. Some reporters for the Associated Press a few years ago. Now, they found out that there were seafood companies in Indonesia. They were getting seafood and fish and stuff from the sea, giving it to their suppliers, and they used slaves to do it. And when the report came out, people just stopped buying things from those companies. So, of course, that helped. Also, the US government, they made strict laws to kind of stop this thing. So every piece of fish that came in, they had to check it really seriously, and they had to prove, like they do with this Tony's Chocolonely, they have to prove none of it comes from slaves. Now that forces the companies to be more careful and more honest about where their food, where their raw materials come from. And it changes the way they buy their food. So
yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think they're very right.
Exactly. So it's a mixture of we use rules, we use knowledge, and we use people power, buying power to say, we won't buy it until you change.
Or you go out of business.
Exactly. Otherwise, no one's going to buy your stuff. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. Please join us again next time for English for You. I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
Goodbye.
Bye.